My actions are my responsibility. Your actions, your responsibility. We know this inherently, right? Did you also know that my reactions to your actions are my responsibility? That's right. Your reactions to my actions are your responsibility. I can't make you feel something. I can't make you do something. It is your choice to have those feelings and emotions. It is your choice to act in a particular way in response to my actions. That's on you. Now, this can be particularly difficult if we've got long-standing conditioned behaviours that are triggered by the actions of other people. Hi, I'm Karon. I am a hypnotherapist and a coach, and I support people to undo those conditions that we are triggered by so that we can be grounded and present in the moment of conflict or difficulties, to know exactly what it is that our actions mean and how to take responsibility for them, as well as the responsibility for our reactions to other people's actions. Let me give you an example of something that happened just this week. Earlier this week, I experienced a significant betrayal of my trust, and it deeply, deeply hurt me. In fact, it still really hurts me. Now, the details of that betrayal are not for the internet. However, what we want to talk to here is actions and reactions. When I found out about what this person did, my action was to get really angry and to speak quite definitively as to exactly how I was angry. And let's just say that there was lots of capital lettered words throughout this particular exchange. I shut my phone off, took a break, and felt the feelings. That's me taking a moment to understand my reaction to that person's actions, to also understand my reaction and how I responded in that angry way. When I turned my phone back on, this person had sent me several text messages, which could be summarized in one sentence. I'm so sorry, you're so upset. That's not them taking responsibility for their actions. They didn't apologize for the hurt they caused. They didn't apologize for the betrayal of my trust. They merely flipped it around to make it about being sorry that I'm so upset, not that they caused this response. They didn't take responsibility for their actions. But furthermore, when I stipulated what the boundaries were that were overstepped, their response, that is, their reactions to my actions, was to go into victim mode, because this is that person's conditioning. Rather than taking responsibility and owning their shit, they went into victim mode in terms of specifically weaponizing my intellect. This particular person has a conditioning whereby they default to being, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, you're smarter than me. Now, this is not about me, because this person is actually particularly very, very intelligent, highly emotionally in tune most of the time, except when this particular set of circumstances triggered a default conditioned behavior. Now, we haven't resolved this issue at present. However, what I will do to take responsibility for my reaction to her not taking responsibility is set some boundaries. I'm most likely going to condition myself to filter out information now that may direct towards just not telling her as many things, not being as open with her, and holding back a little bit, just to keep myself safe, to keep myself protected. That's the way I will respond and be responsible for my reactions to their actions. I can't force somebody to take responsibility for their actions. You can't either. You can't force somebody to take responsibility for their reactions to your actions and vice versa. But you can be responsible for how you protect yourself, what you do to ensure that you have the boundaries in place to protect you if, in this instance, you need that person in your life or you want that person in your life, and you need to still make sure that you take care of yourself. If you are that person that gets triggered by other people's actions and you need to know how to stop it permanently, reach out. Ask me how. Until soon. Blessed be.